Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special face-to-face gaming episode, wherein we all are semi-drunk and on our way to full drunk.
I've only had 2 beer.
Well, in that case, catch up, motherfucker.
Well, I've had one, and I'm definitely...
You're a lightweight.
Yes,
Yay.
very much so.
lightweight.
But, this being number 10, we are, into the double digits, finally.
Yay.
Yay.
And because of that, we're getting drunk.
Yes, we are.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce ourselves. I am Alex Orr. I am drinking Bushmills and Scotch.
I'm Alex Thompson. I'm drinking Foundry Cider.
I'm Brennan Cattell, and I'm drinking St. Ambroise.
Yes, in Ambroise.
Yeah. Beer. I've never heard of it before. I guess it's a brewery out of Montreal.
It's a unibrew, isn't it?
I don't know if it's
Or
Unibrew.
no, St. Ambroise is its own. It's its own. Yeah. I used to drink it a lot in Montreal.
Really?
I am Maya, and I am drinking, what am I drinking? Oh, yeah. Phillips Ginger.
Woo!
And by our powers combined, we are going to talk about some video games.
Woo.
So,
Woo.
what you been playing?
I love how that's coming a thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, honestly, I've been playing almost entirely Terraria over the last couple weeks.
Because we did a live stream on Tuesday, and it was a lot of fun.
Not only did we do a live stream, because I didn't touch it since the new patch came out. And then Mr. Thompson here was like, let's do a live stream. Okay, sure, why not? And now I have dug the channel to hell, and I'm actually have some molten gear.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because, we quit
Yep.
that
Hold on.
night.
Channel to hell, it's Fox, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Witty commentary.
The worst, or...
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, after we logged off from the live stream, I was like, I should go to bed. And then I was like, but I really want to get a pick that I can mine Hellstone with. I guess I'll log on for just a second. And then that turned into, well, now I have a pick that can mine Hellstone, I might as well go to hell. And then I went to bed at 1:30 in the morning, and then work sucked like hell the next day.
Of course it would.
So you might say you went to hell?
Awful puns
Awful
today
puns.
on the Drunkcast.
Drunkcast! And yeah, of course, Terraria is something we both played a fair bit.
When it came out originally.
Yeah.
Oh, we played, because there was...
Steam tells me I played 44 hours.
Yeah, and it was you, me, Trader,
Prima,
Brian. There was 6 of us at least.
Yep, all on one server.
Oh, and
Making
fucking with
each other's lives hellish.
That means you're doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah, we beat the game. We beat all the bosses and...
Then ran out of things to do.
Yeah, then quit. And now it's back. And now I'm playing it again. Because
And now there's so much more to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they patched it on Halloween.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
patched it before
Wow.
Halloween. But yeah, there was another patch and another patch, and there's a whole shit ton of more content.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well...
There's how many types of wood? 6 different types of wood.
Okay, yeah, they have changed it. They have
of
changed
wood.
it. They got, they have the
Who
different...
laughed at me?
They updated so that, for one, now there is... When they...
Generate the world.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When they generate the world, there's a chance. So now, instead of getting tin, copper, iron, whatever, gold, now there's
No.
a chance you can either get copper or lead.
No, it's,
Tin or lead.
It's tin or copper.
No, tin or lead.
No, it's tin or copper.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
Fight, fight, fight.
Kiss. Then that's a thing. It's not our thing. It's not our thing, but it is a thing.
Tell
So
your
it's
wife.
copper, tin, then it's
Lead.
and
Steel?
no, I want to say iron.
Iron. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
iron.
steel is an amalgam of...
Yeah. Then
Gold and platinum.
silver and tungsten, gold and
Oh,
platinum.
yeah, there we go.
And then there's a chance of either the corruption is the crimson.
Yeah,
The
there's...
question becomes, what do these do?
Exactly the same, except
The stats on the items,
I'm cutting to you for a moment.
It's a lobster.
Lobster friend.
Because I had lobster slippers and they were too warm, so I took them off. Continue talking about your tin and copper and...
Whatever
Yeah.
bullshit.
Speaking as a man who used to work in the mining industry, this is fascinating.
Fascinating fascinating. That's the word we're gonna use today.
No, like it changes the
Quite
appearance.
wrongly.
It changes the appearance. It changes the stats a little bit.
Yeah.
Of the items you create with
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
So,
And-
like, let's say your copper weapon has a little bit higher damage but slower speed compared to the tin.
Yeah.
Because tin is lighter.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm sure that's exactly what they were going with.
Anyway, there's some sort of equivalent between the two. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily the same, but it'll do the same job.
But like, it's still the same as like copper and tin are less than iron and lead, and which are less than. No matter what, there's still the progression. But
I know what's going on and I'm lost.
Excellent.
But anyway, the point is that there's a absolute shit ton more new items.
yeah, new biomes, new
yeah,
items.
There's
new,
a snow biome. There's
a couple new bosses.
Yep. And the hard mode's been expanded too, and not that we've gotten that far.
Oh, give me.
Also, there's a
honestly,
hard mode if you didn't know.
I
Pretty
did.
much, the next live stream we do, it'll be like, "Hey, here's Thompson in hell for a little bit, and then I'm gonna spawn the wall of flesh."
And then I'm gonna die horribly because our friend here, Brennan, he did not actually create a character on medium core as we had previously discussed. So
Medium core meaning.
Okay.
you lose your items on death.
Yeah, because there's easy. It's kind of like easy, medium, hard.
There's soft
Easy, you
core.
just lose your
Soft.
soft. You lose your gold.
Soft.
Yes. medium, you lose your items. Hard, you lose your character.
So we're like, screw the hard
It came
mode,
in. It came in handy. There was an issue. The only thing that's come up is I don't know if it's Terraria in general or just Linden's
It's
server.
Lyndon's server. He revamped it, so there's a bit more oomph
Fuck
to it.
Lyndon.
Yeah, fuck Linden.
Well, considering he couldn't show up tonight, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Moose Jaw.
Really?
He's in-
Really?
Yeah.
Who is it?
in
Nobody's
Moose Jaw?
in Moose Jaw.
There's nothing in Moose Jaw
Nobody's
except for
in
some
Moose Jaw.
Michael
And
Barclay.
moose.
and moose.
And jaws. Possibly the jaws of moose.
Meese?
Meese?
Pieces? Mooses? Anyway,
My side.
we came across an issue where the map ended, and we thought, hey, it's just a waterfall down, and I jumped, and I proceeded to fall through the entire map
like,
and die.
yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It's one of our live stream highlights that everyone should go check
Well,
out.
this is the joy of Terraria and, procedurally generated games like it, in that it's the random shit that makes it the most fun. So
Yes.
Yeah.
what's your best moments in it?
Oh,
That?
that.
that.
That ranks pretty high.
That-
the
that's probably number one because the stream unfortunately didn't capture Brennan's side, but for
Which
my
sucks.
side, yeah. But all you see is him fall off the edge. Awesome, and then it was
The
don't follow
numbers
me, don't follow me, don't follow me, don't follow me, don't follow me.
me yelling over chat.
And then it was just seeing his number because when you're on the same team, the same color team, you can see the distance between each character. And you see the number just increasing and increasing. Like, it was about 4,000.
Yeah, before I hit the
Before
ground.
all of a sudden, he screams, "Oh, I'm in hell!" I'm like, "Huh?" And then splat. And it was the most glorious thing ever.
You literally hit the bottom of the world.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was great, and everybody in the live chat thought it was pretty funny too.
And of course, people can find this at
It's twitch.com, ADP,
Twitch.tv.
whatever, Twitch, ADP underscore gaming. I'm a little drunk, okay?
excellent. We should actually make that a URL.
Yes.
Yes,
Well, it's
I will make it a
Twitch.tv.
URL.
Yeah,
It will be
figure
in the
it out.
link dump. It will be in the link,
Link
dump.
dump.
Linked up.
Okay, well, let's move on. Because honestly, that's all I've been playing. The last.
Terraria motherfucker.
Yes.
It's a great game.
Yeah,
It is.
I
It's
enjoyed
awesome.
it. I should get back into it. I have not been playing that with you. I should do so.
Yes,
You should.
Put you
It doesn't
in
help that our schedules really don't line up.
But when it will,
I've been on 4 hours of sleep today, for instance.
What?
and thus the Red Bull.
Yeah, long day.
Nope.
And by
Yeah.
long day, I mean I've been up since 2.
Yeah, I know. It's a very rare occasion where you wake up and you're. You almost woke up. I got really drunk last night, and I didn't move until about. Yeah, I didn't move until about noon. Which is odd, because when I get up at noon and I'm miserable, and then I see you get up, at the same, that just doesn't make any sense, because you don't usually go to bed until friggin' 10 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of crazy.
Was unfortunate. On the upside, family photos. I look good.
Oh, that's why you were. Okay.
Indeed, my sister's in town.
Right.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So, Thompson,
What have you been
The
playing?
games.
The games. I've been playing the games. Terraria as well, for obvious reasons.
Having problems, Maya.
I lost a piece.
No!
Inside a piece.
No!
Do you have a pair of needle-nosed pliers? Yeah. Yeah.
Maya.
Alex has about 400 Leathermans
Thank you,
that you can
Big
use.
Wait. Actually.
How long before technology gets to the point where we can teleport things through the
It's
television?
Like, okay, thanks.
20 to 40
Maybe 4
years.
knife.
I'll be waiting for that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's be honest. The porn industry is going to get a hold of it before anybody else.
Well phrased.
If it can be monetized, they will be on the first to know.
And they will get a hold of it. Yeah. Yes.
The internet, the Oculus Rift, everything in the past 15 years worth of technological developments, the porn industry has been on the cutting edge.
It's true. And they have been the deciding factor of which lives and which dies. HD, DVD, VHS.
Blu-ray, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if they can make money off of it, they're going to do it.
Yes, they will. And
Do
they
it hard.
Okay. That's not
Oh,
creepy
so
at
many
all.
connotations.
That's not
Anyway,
creepy.
okay. What games have you been playing?
So we did a trial run on Steam machines the other day.
Oh, that was
And I missed that. What was it about?
It, clusterfuck is what that game was. We
No, it's a
literally-
clusterfuck because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Yeah, see, we weren't sure what kind of... We knew we wanted to do a trial run,
Yeah.
but we didn't know what we were going to do. So all we did was we literally scrolled through the Steam release list and just picked something.
And, well, rather, it wasn't just pick something. We went through and we checked a few things. We're like, hey, this looks cool. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
And it is cool. It's a tactical, turn-based...
Roguelike.
Roguelike.
I like those. I like all of those things.
I know, and it's actually a roguelike. It's not one of these new roguelikes that aren't actually roguelikes.
You mean a roguelike?
Not a
Possibly,
roguelike.
a roguelike
Or a roguelite.
like.
Yeah.
Like Zelda?
Yeah.
The original couple Zeldas, sure.
Hi, Maya.
How's it going?
No, you get your four...
Everybody drink.
Okay.
Okay. Delicious. Oh, no.
Brennan's having some problem with head, as he often does.
Ah, jokes.
But
You would know. No.
no, unfortunately, I really wouldn't.
Walked into it.
We forgot to get the paper towel.
We did, didn't we?
Oh, it's all on the ground. I'll just wipe it up with my feet.
Good call. Anyway, so... that is totally coming up on the mic.
Perfect.
Stop it. So anyway, it is a roguelike with tactical elements because you have 4 people.
Ooh, squad based.
Yeah.
And it's got, like, you get your squad, you move it, there's so many movement points, and et cetera, like, your general, like, Final Fantasy Tactics, that kind of
Yeah.
game.
Turn based RPG. Is it
Yeah.
an RPG?
Yes.
You could say it is.
kind of has,
Yeah, it's
like,
got a bit of
you know
elements.
in XCOM, when they level up, you get a choice between the two things?
Yeah, it's got that too.
Same idea.
Yeah, and there's setting your guys to go into guard mode, so if anything walks in front of them, they'll shoot them. So it's pretty
really
cool. It's still pretty early. It's early access.
Yeah.
As is everything else on Steam currently.
It
Yeah,
is.
no kidding.
It's
No
weird that
kidding.
trend is gone, but...
I'm not shocked, but at the same time, I'm kind of concerned.
Let's save that for a later discussion.
Yeah.
In a few
Yes.
minutes after we've discussed what we've been playing.
when I'm a little drunker. So yeah.
Finish your drinks!
Oh god, no.
Fucking
This is
hell.
brand new. I wish I could join
No.
you, gentlemen.
No, it's not happening. You're all on your own, buddy. I can't do it with this.
Regrets, they will be felt.
Oh,
I had that
God.
at about 11 when I rolled out of bed.
Oh, jeez.
On the upside,
God damn it, or.
You're a terrible
Yeah.
person and friend.
Okay.
hold on, everybody. That was Brennan. This is me.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay, so yeah, it's a good
I
game.
had to degas so I can join in.
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna play it more. I'm eventually gonna do a first impressions on it. I haven't gotten to that yet because I got lots of other stuff to cover first.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a bit.
Speaking of which, Shadow Warrior. I've been playing more of
I
that.
don't want ya.
I crushed most of it. Not last weekend, but the weekend before.
Have I mentioned to use the word I've crushed a lot?
No.
You do
You
crush things.
use crush many times.
Anyway, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You are lean.
No, like literally, it's been ridiculous because for the last like 6 months, he's just been getting skinnier and skinnier, and I don't know why. Because all he eats is pierogies and sausage smothered in cheese and Kraft dinner, and I don't know how he's doing it.
What can I say? Genetics are my friend.
No kidding.
Lift things all day, right?
I do have Lee in my name, and I am Chinese, and I'm not related to Bruce Lee at all, but I could be. Because quite frankly, there's enough of us around.
Anyway, so I powered through. I powered through that game.
Stereotypes. Yeah.
Say that again?
I'm thinking about stereotypes because we were talking about stereotypes.
Yay!
I like stereotypes.
Mildly racist, but not really racist.
I'm allowed to be racist. I'm Chinese. I'm better than all of you.
I'm racist. I'm half black.
Really?
You half black, so suck it.
You gave me shit for my taco comment, and that's what you get.
Okay, I'll admit, being half Chinese,
Bring it.
I can't beat half black, half Jew. Nobody in North America can beat that.
You queer woman, go, bring it.
Half
minority
you.
cars. Let me play
I got
ball.
nothing. Congratulations,
Are
Maya.
you making it rain?
Literally, it is impossible to beat that combination as far as racial. I don't know what the fuck the word is. There is no word that encompasses the ability to
It's
be.
almost like I have racial privilege.
Racial privilege. Now that's an interesting term.
It's like I have weird minority privilege. No.
It's actually gonna be hard, buddy.
Well, that's
I
okay.
don't ever, by the way,
Yes,
just
you've seen
so
Australia.
anybody watching this
Okay,
knows,
well, and if all we have many
I never
codes, and a big
actually play
maker.
those cards because
And a
that's
bench press.
ridiculous.
You can get
Look at
drunk
me,
at
I'm
those
so
things
white.
and then
I
sleep.
just like the mixes that happened in me just turned me into like this white kid.
Trust me, I feel your. I'm not going to call it pain, but I feel similar in that I am a 6 foot
I don't-
tall.
Not do that shit because that's
You can at least get away with the long Asian hair thing.
And this.
Yeah. The Asian ponytail.
the most glorious hair, you son of a bitch.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Okay, yeah, but mine's short. When it's long, it's all frizzy and crap. And yours is just like, whatever, I'm long and silky. Look at me.
I'm long and silk.
Let me put you this way: L'Oreal has been in contact.
L'Oreal has been. I would buy your hair, dude. I'd buy your hair and make it into a wig. And then I'd wear your skin. I mean, what?
Whoa.
Hello, Kitty.
Welcome to the Face to Face Gaming Podcast.
in which we discuss the ability to skin another human being and wear them as decoration.
Which actually probably could, because I'm sure there's a game out there somewhere where you're allowed to do that.
Hold on, let's think.
Red Dead Redemption.
Did no one make a song
no.
for the Lambs?
Red Dead
Did no
Redemption.
one... Sounds like something someone would make. Sounds like something I would make.
Well, what? So, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking
We
about.
were talking
anymore.
about Shadow Warrior before
Yes.
that.
That was a long time ago at this point.
And then we got into racial stereotypes and how you're allowed to be slightly discriminatory.
And then
That's
we
because
went
you're all
downhill.
white, except for Maya, because Maya's awesome. And
I am technically Métis, just FYI.
Brennan,
Oh,
congratulations.
I'm
You're
really
actually
white.
the minority.
My ancestors have tried to conquer the world like 7 times.
Hey, to be fair, mine got better than you did. I mean, China, man. Who had a better empire than China?
England.
Well, the Romans were pretty intense, and England kind of wins the entire battle.
Yeah.
And I am also a British citizen.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice!
Yeah, I have a British passport. It's sitting over there somewhere.
That's random.
That's awesome.
My
things
father is
you know.
British, so the white half of me is British.
Oh, okay.
And he got me British citizenship through him, which is pretty sweet.
Nice.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I don't even know. We were talking about video games at some point this evening, but
Yep.
Uh,
That's great.
honestly, this is not going to be the most coherent or logical or, quite frankly, focused podcast we have ever done.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, no.
Because, quite frankly, you've had 3 drinks? You're on your 3rd?
Yes.
3-ish.
You're on your 2nd?
I'm on my 3rd now.
I'm on my 5th?
Dude.
And by
Yeah.
that, I mean they're all hard alcohol and
I
4
will
fingers.
I will also point out that I have a very slight case of ADHD normally and have trouble focusing when I'm completely sober.
No, that's okay.
At least you don't, stutter your words when you're drunk.
Oh, I'm not at the point where we can determine that yet.
Well, let's get there. Cheers, gentlemen.
Oh, Meld.
Well, I have
Apologies.
to hold my R's, so
You roll your R's, do ya?
no.
Oh god,
I have
we're getting back to that.
probably
That's
my
been a
R.
long time. Hasn't it?
It's been a while since the Irish came out on me.
I
I'm
just
Scottish.
built on it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. That was totally
Did
Scottish.
you grab me apricot fruity beer?
And by that you mean the orange one.
Yes, the orange one. I don't think. Yes.
Watch
oh
out.
god. I don't think I have stout in there, and I really like stout, but at the rate we've been going and how many times you're like, chug! I don't want to chug a stout. Because if you've ever drank a stout, you do not chug it.
Why?
Well, A, because it's kind of a waste. You gotta enjoy that beer.
Dude, Scotch!
It's
Ow. Ow.
Scotch is over in 2 mouthfuls. You just chug it. A stout's heavy.
Wait.
That shit, like,
A
fill
stout
your
is
stomach
heavy.
and
Thank
make
you, Maya.
Feel like you just tied bricks to your legs and jumped in the ocean. That stuff is like not kidding around.
Yeah, but...
Sorry.
Scotch
40%.
Alcohol
What
content
percent is your booze?
this one's only
is not
5.
alcohol content.
Well, mine's 40, so fuck you.
This is the greatest podcast ever.
I'm gonna regret this later.
Yeah, you really are.
69.
Oh, I'm,
69
sorry.
just
I'm
started
really
out here.
spiking the mics. I apologize. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
For those listening to the audio version, I just drank another 3 ounces of Scotch.
Yeah, maybe take a moment,
Yeah.
have a breather.
Yeah.
You know what? Spilling alcohol on the equipment would be a bad thing.
Indeed it would.
Puking on it would be worse.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what your bed's for.
I've only puked in my bed once, and it was a really bad night. And I'm never gonna do it again.
To be fair, somebody had been having sex in it who wasn't you earlier.
That wasn't that night.
Oh, really?
No, yeah, and then all of a sudden Maya's like, what?
That's just rude.
It's so much.
Yeah, no, that was my birthday with the shot roulette where I puked.
Oh, yeah.
I tried going shot for shot.
Puke
With
on
gin.
chat roulette.
No, shot roulette.
Shot
it's much
roulette.
worse than chat roulette. And chat roulette is not something to speak home
No,
about.
it's essentially a roulette board full of shot glasses. And-
I realize now.
Yeah. But that night we decided that because mine and Alex's birthdays are really close together. They're what,
the
5
11th
days apart.
and the 17th.
Oh yeah, 6 days apart.
16th.
Of?
April.
For those, curious at home.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
I don't know. Send a message on our cake day.
Cake day?
I go on Reddit a lot. It's the best thing I got.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway,
Nothing.
yeah. We had a booze luck. Like a potluck where everybody brings some of their own food. We had a booze luck where everybody brought a different
Random booze.
and then
Oh, speaking of which, I'm out.
yeah. My brother decided to bring shot roulette, which was the most brilliant and horrible idea I've ever encountered in my life. Because I got wrecked. Just wrecked.
So when you say it's the most beautiful and or horrible, do you mean more the night of or the morning after?
No, the night of was great.
And then the morning after?
I woke up in a pool of my own vomit.
Excellent.
I remember that night. And by the remember that night, I mean I have vague recollections of that night.
I don't black out when I drink, and that's
There was a lot of gin that night.
yeah.
Of all things, why were we shooting gin?
Because James was there and he wanted to catch up.
All right.
You were shooting gin?
No, okay, so James showed up late. Our buddy James.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Edit.
Because
No,
quite
we're not.
frankly, none of us have the coherency necessary
Okay.
to maintain
Shadow Warrior,
a
how is
logical
it?
discussion.
I'm totally fine. I'm drunk, but I'm not off on the rails.
Okay, see, we gotta not play
Let
into
me put it
Brennan's
this
ADD.
way. I started with 2 full bottles. I'm down to
You're doing
a
pretty
third
good.
of the scotch and
We've only
probably...
been doing this for... How long have we been recording for?
Oh, I don't know.
Not sure.
An
Long
hour?
enough.
I
No,
feel
that's
like you need to
half an hour.
Discuss more video games.
Yes.
It's one
Shadow
that we used in journalism school, which is write drunk, edit sober.
Oh,
And-
dear.
And we will cast drunk, and you will edit sober, and you're going to be like, none of this is usable. Actually, none of this is usable.
Does
The
it-
only usable part is going to be me saying, none of this is usable. You'll just loop it for 40 minutes on itself.
I might. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, sorry.
Back
Enough
on
drunk
track?
talk. Shadow Warrior.
Shadow Warrior.
The most ridiculous game on the internet.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far.
Yeah,
no,
I
it's not
definitely
more
would go
ridiculous than Saints Row.
Saints
Stanley
Row.
Parable?
Yeah,
I
many
haven't
good
played it
acts.
yet, but I
should.
I have played a game since. So thank you for reminding
Excellent.
me.
We shall
We'll get to
discuss
that.
the Stanley Parable in detail in a moment.
Maybe a spoiler. But anyway, so Shadow Warrior, I played a lot of it, and then I got to chapter 16, where they decided to throw every single fucking enemy at you before the end boss. So, I'm in this giant courtyard, and the first round of bad guys come up, and there's a bunch of random spawn, and then there's two guys who run at you. Think chargers, except they don't grab you, but they're like made out of rock.
You mean tanks?
Sure.
Sure.
I honestly didn't play much Left 4 Dead anyway.
Well, that's because you're a bad person.
I am a bad person. Anyway, so you kill those guys, and that's great. You're done that. And then save point. And now more bad guys show up, and there's guys that teleport to you with dual swords that go crazy, as well as some other big motherfuckers that come and try to kick your ass. Killed those guys. Save point. Now literally every single mob I have encountered in the game is now in this courtyard. And I have to kill all of them on insane difficulty in order to get to the boss.
Yeah, we should point out that in his brilliance, because they have an achievement system.
Yes.
They do.
Yes. But it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you have to do so many things in normal, medium, hard, insane. So he could do everything in one go.
I went on insane.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. I'm usually pretty good at video games.
It's called efficiency.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So
Right.
that final room is absolutely hell. And I'm doing my damnedest to beat it. But it would be like run in one direction for about a minute and then die. Then run in another for a minute and die. I've gone for probably 3 minutes at a time. That was my longest time. Just like heal, run, do a few attacks, run. Because there are two guys that are big with axes who do like a scorpion Khmer thing. I don't even know what you're doing. Shut up. Shut your face.
Let me put it this way. The ability to go for a minute is not something that's usually laudable.
You said you went 3 minutes at a time and that's your best yet, and I'm sorry.
Pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
Quite frankly, we are all far drunker than you are, Maya.
You made her chug like a wine bottle full of ginger beer.
If this piece of Lego that I built says anything, it's that I'm hammered.
Or you're attempting to build a circuit board out of Lego and quite...
Yeah, pretty much. It's cool. It's got some cool. You can't appreciate all the pieces because there's some subtleties in the layers.
Yeah.
But I have just been focused on this shit because if I speak, I'm just going to sound silly.
I love
As
that.
opposed to the three of us who are sounding sober and articulate and coherent and, quite frankly, the masters of our kind.
Without a doubt.
Wait, sorry, ass? Wait,
Bums.
bums? Anus? Rectum?
Sphincter.
Butts.
Butts.
Butts. Aw, you trick me into saying butts over and over again.
Hold on. On three, butts. One,
Worst friend.
2,
You're the
3.
actually.
Butts.
Butts.
Hold on. Hit the octave on the first try there. That was impressive.
We're good. That's a new ringtone. That is definitely my new ringtone. Anyway, so
Finish your drinks.
no, I can't do it. I will
You will
drink.
literally kill him.
I will drink, but I will drink.
You should
some.
not drink all that. I'm going to be the voice of reason here and say, you should not drink all that.
Why, Brennan? Why?
Because it's a lot of scotch, and you're already halfway through. Damn, 2-6.
Alex, don't do that.
For the record, for anyone listening to the audio podcast, you're missing a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should really go watch the YouTube video in which all of us are far drunker than we
Alright.
should be.
Due to the fact, I will say this: she's been chugging bottles of ginger beer. You've got so many things of scotch in you.
Bottle, thank you.
It's like 14 liters big.
I apologize, Maya. We have not particularly involved you particularly well in this podcast
Hey,
thus far.
so I'm building Lego. I don't know if you've ever met me,
Once.
or know who I am,
Once or twice.
I'm really happy.
As long as all of us are getting something out of this endeavor.
Okay,
I am
so
really, really happy building this silly Lego set. It's not a set at all. This is me being silly.
That Lego is absolutely fantastic.
Shadow Warrior, you've
Yeah.
killed a lot of guys in the last 16th level.
And I still can't get through it. I will drop down the difficulty for the sake of the review. And I don't think it's going to be one of our action video stuff slicey things. But it's definitely worth a review because there are some faults that need to be covered.
This is going to be a terrible podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm building Lego and it's just
not
like
you.
And the rest of us are all very drunk.
No, you're
you,
hammered.
I think, are a little bit farther beyond us.
To be fair, I started earlier.
That is true. I will.
Jeez. Anyway, and finally, I did a marathon session with Gunpoint.
Excellent. That is Tom Francis's game,
Yes.
who is a former PC gamer editor. Mm-hmm. And what
and
did you
a great guy.
Yeah.
And a fantastic guy. I'm a PAX Prime, actually.
And Gunpoint is so
Have you played it?
so good.
Thompson, talk about Gunpoint a little.
Well, covering the game, you pretty much smack dudes, you jump on them, you hit them in the face, and you can jump and fly around and rewire stuff. That's a pretty quick summary. I'm kind of drunk. Anyway, so it's a fun game. It's a lot more puzzle elements than I would expect out of a action platformer.
Yeah.
There were a lot of moments where I just stopped and...
Well, it's not really an action platformer.
yeah,
That's
it's
the
more
thing.
of a puzzle game.
Yeah, really,
Yeah.
the cross-link aspect of it is the main aspect of that game.
Yeah.
And the cross-link being the ability to rewire electrical objects to each other.
Yes.
So you could, for instance, activate a door in order to shock an enemy from an electrical socket.
Yes, exactly. Or turn off the lights remotely and make the guy who thought that the light switch turned on the lights accidentally open the door and smack somebody in the face. So it's got a really big puzzle element, and it's kind of strategic in that point. And there were a lot of times where I just stopped for a moment and just stared at the screen going, huh, how the hell am I going to do this without hurting anyone or alerting anyone? Or because you're rated on how many people you injure, how many noises you make,
Speed.
that's speed, and then there's one more.
I've had far
Eh.
too much scotch in order to
It is
remember that.
There was some other feature that matters. I can't remember, but it was lethality, or
Yes.
violence in particular. Anyway, so you're rated on this, so you want to do the best you can, and finding the ability to do it without hurting someone is really difficult.
Well, it is and it isn't. That's one of the things I really appreciate about this game is that the ability to complete the level isn't really dependent on...
Myers
What are
losing her
you
shit.
laughing about?
Maya is squeaking.
Keep talking, or keep talking. Keep going. Keep going. I wanna play
That's
this
what's.
shit.
Are you noticing the same thing I'm noticing? Because dear
Yeah,
God, are you slurring your words?
appreciate-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You are slurring like the best type of slur though.
Okay,
So
I'll
good.
admit, I started drinking arguably probably 2 hours earlier than everybody else
This
did.
is the best podcast we've ever done.
Yeah.
No, it's probably going
Or
to be
you
the...
are set. It's you from now on. We're not talking ever again. It's all you.
All right.
We need to do anything. We just need to be here and be like, we're
In that
drunk.
case, what I've been playing is Dark Souls.
Really?
Thank you.
You've been playing Dark
Thank
Souls?
I've been playing Dark Souls, and I've been enjoying it incredibly.
Yeah?
Which is weird, let's be honest, it is a game that requires probably 5 to 6 hours of investment before you actually get anything out of it.
I think
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
a game that you play if you're a masochist.
I
Which,
disagree.
conveniently, I am. Let's be honest here. I enjoy the punishment of myself.
But it's that game is so high skill. If you're good at it, it's not too hard. Like once you get into the rhythm of blocking and attacking and parrying and the right, everything comes together quite nicely.
Well, this is actually something I kind of want to get Burv back on the podcast for a
Yes.
little while to talk about Dark Souls, because at the time when we had discussed it,
Yes.
I think 2 podcasts ago, it is not something I'd really played to any real depth. But at this point, I've actually played it sufficiently to actually have rung both bells.
Oh, okay.
If you
That's-
play Dark Souls, that is not nothing.
No, it's not nothing. There's a lot of game left.
Yes,
A
indeed there
lot
is.
of game. That game, like I said, I put about 80 hours into that game.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm about
Oh yeah, into the first run.
Oh yeah. I know it takes a while, and I've been meaning to play it. I just have never gotten around to it.
actually this is something you and I could play concurrently, I believe is the right term.
Okay.
Because we've both it is something that is enjoyed immensely by playing it concurrently with somebody else, and who you could talk to with somebody else, because the great depth of Dark Soul, the ability to have built a different character rather than, a straight strength build, or rather
Or a
a strength.
mage or an archer or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Is something that changes the dynamics or the mechanics of the game.
Well, it's like Skyrim, right? You can play the whole game again, playing it differently if you just change what kind of weapon you're using.
Similar in that nature, yeah. Because at the moment I'm playing a straight dex build.
Really?
Dex
You are playing an assassin type character?
Really?
Way over my head.
Admittedly, I have not discussed this predominantly in many other podcasts, but I happen to enjoy being stealthy. I happen to enjoy being... Shut up, Maya.
The best part is the camera froze on your face, just being all like. So even when you're like far away laughing, it's just you to.
Think the
Yes, I started about 2 hours earlier than everybody else.
Yeah, we've
And
been
by
on
that I mean I'm about 6 fingers in farther than everybody else.
You are brave, sir.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey, before
Dark
we continue
Souls.
this discussion, could you grab me a beer?
I suppose I could. Red or green?
Just pick me a color.
Oh, he doesn't have to get up to grab the beer. I was really hoping he'd get
No,
up.
we got the cooler next to us here. Wow, you even popped the top. Good man.
And by that I mean I was just curious to see if I could.
So playing as a dex build, you're worrying about parrying and light weapons like
it is
rapiers and stuff?
predominantly rapiers, falchions, the ability to be mobile.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is something I've actually enjoyed significantly of Dark Souls, in that there is the choice that is apparent of there is multitudes of builds.
Yes.
You could be a mage build in which you focused on pyromancy.
Yes.
The ability
that's
to
fun.
I have not
Blow
played
people
that.
up.
Well, the ability to blow people up with fire specifically. The
Yeah.
ability to deal fire and then get out of the way. Because of pyromancy build, you have the disadvantage of being generally speaking squishy.
You're
Yes.
wearing a dress.
Robes. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with okay. I don't know if you played WoW. There's a joke in one of the raids where one of the main bosses is always yelling, "Kill the one in the dress."
Really?
Yeah, because all the priests, so the healers, the mages, like major damage dealers, are all wearing robes.
Right.
So he's yelling at his guy to kill the one in the dress. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
And indeed, in
you
Dark
might have to
Souls,
have played WoW to understand. But anyway.
Okay, great.
it's similar in Dark Souls in that if you're choosing to use a dex build, you are predominantly using 25% less than the maximum encumbrance load,
Yes,
Oh, okay.
which is nice because then
Which-
you can move,
which you are fast as hell.
which is so important in that game because actual hitboxes exist and you need to be able to get out of the way of them.
Well, the animation timing, the ability to swing and then dodge is very important.
absolutely, and if you can get behind a guy and stab him through the back of it, it's a massive amounts of
Indeed,
damage.
this is a backstab build
Yes.
more than anything else.
Yeah.
Which means that I am incredibly mobile and incredibly fragile. Fragile.
Words. English. The English language is a wonderful thing that's horribly inhibited by this.
And by this, he means the ability to consume alcohol in large quantities.
Well, see, for the most part, because as Thompson may have alluded to earlier, I have an incredible ability to talk normally no matter how drunk I get.
And by that, you mean I am Chinese and thus have the genetic deficiency
There
to be
is
able
an
to
enzyme.
consume alcohol and the enzyme deficiency. That means I do not consume alcohol nearly as efficiency as you might.
Efficiently.
What did I say?
Efficiency.
Well, fuck you.
Good times. Good times here on the 8-0
Okay,
game.
I'll butt in just for a second. There was I saw a post that came up. I think it was on PC Gamer or something. Somebody made a mod for Dark Souls that essentially unlocked an insane difficulty level for Dark Souls.
Which is crazy.
That's terrible.
considering-
Exactly.
Why would you do
I
that?
don't know why. Because it's already like the most difficult game in the market.
One of, certainly.
Yeah. And then somebody's like, you know what? I didn't enjoy dying 14 times to try to get across that bridge. Let's try it 72 times. Like, fuck.
Wow.
I really need to play it.
You
Part
should
of the
play
reason
it. It's a very good game.
do you play it on controller?
I do.
You need to.
And that's the thing, is I don't on my computer I do not have the controller interface.
Fix that problem.
I've
Seriously.
never warranted buying it because I don't play I play a lot of video games in the idea that in that I spent a lot of time. However, I don't play a lot of different games.
Yes.
Like, I'll play Terraria and I'll sit down and I'll play Terraria for like 2 weeks and never go to sleep. Or I'll get involved in like Dota or League or, oh god, wow. I played World of Warcraft more than any human being should have.
And by that you mean...
I think on my main character, when I finally quit, I had 175 days of playtime on just my main. Which is too much time.
Oh, don't outdo him. Let's not
Actually,
try to outdo him.
I apologize, Maya. We have not involved you nearly enough in
No,
this
stop
discussion.
apologizing for doing that. This is like deja vu.
You're
I think we
barely-
had this conversation 10 minutes ago. But no, let's not try to outdo your 175 days
Yeah.
straight. Like, cumulative, like, fucking... I can't even begin to describe how sad that is. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I'm just, if you guys excuse me, I'm gonna go drink in my room and cry.
To be fair, you do that a lot.
Huh?
To be fair, you do that a lot.
Yeah.
Drink and
And
cry?
you've been playing for years, right? I mean, I assume you played for like 3 years.
I started playing at launch. I probably played for 4 after that. And then I quit for a year, and then I went back.
Yeah, so 175 days is actually, I mean, if you think about it.
That's only like half a goddamn year!
Yeah, but if you played for 24 hours every 3 days or something.
No, yeah. There was
then
quite a few marathon
the
days.
sad thing is that we can all be like, oh, yeah, I can see myself doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, there was that game I've played for, 40, 60, 80, 120 hours.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure I have another, 130 hours I think I'm up to on Skyrim, and, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, RPGs.
Yeah.
I've played 150-hour games 3 times over, so, I mean, I'm not one to talk, but...
I could go to sleep, or I could kill everything in that cave, or I could go kill a dragon, or I could do this quest, or, what's one more Thieves Guild quest? And then 3 a.m. rolls around, and I have to get up at 6 to go to work.
Yeah.
Red
And
Bull,
you have a job. That's pretty incredible. Most of the
Yeah.
people I know that put 175 days into their fucking characters did not hold the job down.
To be fair, Brennan, not really so much with the social interaction.
hey, screw you.
None of us is. None of us is.
When I
We are
started
all-
playing WoW, I wasn't
We
social at
are
all.
doing a podcast over the internet. Fuck you, or. None of us is the most social being.
To be fair, I don't really
Saturday
count.
night, and we're like, you know what we should do? Stay in, drink, and podcast over the internet. Just saying.
That is rather accurate.
Wow, I balanced it out. I still very much enjoy doing this kind of thing, but I can't do it all the time. I gotta get out once in a while.
Well, you are strange and abnormally unfunctional in that direction.
And abnormally hairy.
Really? Is that where you go with this?
Yes.
Are you jealous that I can grow a better beard than you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Very much so.
How about you, Maya? We have not involved
How about you, Maya?
nearly
Can
enough
you
in the
grow a beard?
podcast. Beautiful.
What did you ask me?
I don't know. What have you been playing lately?
If I can grow a beard?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm the sickest beard.
To be fair, I would not believe if you could not be incapable of
Have you
growing
never
such a thing.
seen my beard pictures?
No?
I had long hair. When it's long, it gets really, really curly at the bottom. And so I can just wrap it around my face, and it looks like I have this hugest it's amazing. It's amazing. One moment.
I gotta see that. Gotta see that. That'd be so
Continue talking.
awesome.
I will, in a moment, show you exactly
In the
what I'm talking
meantime,
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the meantime?
Well, I don't know. Is there any games you guys are looking forward to?
A great many things. I mean, the PS3 and the Xbox 360, and I just trust my phone. Thank you, Thompson.
It's the Xbox One, not the 360.
And it's the PlayStation 4.
I'm somehow it turned out, for some odd reason, it never happens, that between the three of us, I'm the one that's the most sober. Oh my god! That is awesome!
That is incredible. That is the best thing ever. That is... That's incredible.
That's
I have no words.
like a Hagrid beard. It's impressive.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
that's beautiful.
Oh wow.
That's truly amazing.
I thought.
oh no, I found my old high school photo too, though.
Admittedly,
Not
this
bad.
will be lost upon those who are listening to the audio podcast. So
Yeah.
please describe that which was just seen.
She had Hagrid beard that she used with her hair. What the? Oh, it's you. Is that your yearbook photo?
When I was in like 10, I had hair. I tell you, when I grow it out, it's just like.
Poof. Okay, Maya, what have you been playing, if anything?
So I have had guests for a really long. Like I had guests for sort of 10 days straight, and then I had a couple days off, and then now I have guests again, and so I haven't been playing as many games as I normally do because I am entertaining. But when my good friend Colin was up, who is on Twitter, and everybody here knows him, or everybody in this podcast knows him at Vogon. When he was up visiting from California, you don't use Twitter, so you don't count.
No, we have discussed that half my Twitter tweets have been me sitting on my phone awkwardly at work and tweeting by
You
accident.
can just call them tweets. You don't have to call them Twitter.
You know,
tweets.
I'm not all with your kids' hip lingo nowadays.
So anyway, while he was up, he was like, "You should play this game, Maya. You should play the Stanley Parable."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "It's really weird." And I was like, "You got me. Let's do this." And so I sat down and played the Stanley Parable, and I think we got to about 10 endings. I think maybe more. Maybe about probably half the endings. It's just beautiful, is what it is. Like, it's so weird and obtuse, and everybody froze. And can anybody hear me?
Oh, no,
Indeed we
I can
can.
still hear you.
And strangely
good.
comparative to the rest of the indie video game industry.
Stanley Parable is?
Indeed.
See, I haven't played it yet. I played the demo because Thompson forced it down my throat.
Yes, I did.
I had never played the demo, and I hear it's very, very different. There are no spoilers. I will not spoil the Stanley Parable for anybody because it is too fun,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Absolutely.
It's
I wrote a
also
review
one of
on it.
those games that if it's spoiled for you, there's actually almost no point of playing it,
Yeah.
because the joy is experiencing it in the moment. So, but I will say that it is like delightfully weird. I think that the words I used to describe it is delightfully weird. Dystopian in a very comical way, and it addresses, it appeals to your emotions in the right moments. Like, there are very few moments in it where it appeals to your emotions. Most of the time you're just going, why the fuck am I playing this? This is ridiculous. and then when it does appeal to your emotions, you're like, oh, what just happened? That was like kind of deep. How did this game get deep? And I like that. I like and it's topically deep. Like, it never really gets too deep.
Yeah.
But it definitely, it does surprise you in a few moments. They're like, oh, well, that was really good. And I like to think about that. And yeah. So the script is really good. The voice acting is fantastic. And the game itself is quite wonderful. So,
I can't imagine
that's what I will say about that.
I can't imagine how different that game would be. Just change the accent of the narrator to just like an American accent. It would just ruin the whole game.
Yeah,
you need a guy.
they could have done a Western accent and done the whole like Western, like Bastion-esque narration, and it would have worked still. But it's funny how we attribute narrators, the good narration, to British, maybe Southern, maybe.
It's all dry.
Like,
The demo was really dry humor, and you think dry humor, you think fucking Brits. So
You assign
Yeah.
a certain narration
and that's the whole game.
stereotype.
Right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I think it's cool.
but having the Bastion narrator would be amazing. But having, say, me narrate the game, I think would be detrimental to the game.
To be fair, you are not exactly the first person I would choose to narrate a game.
narrate anything.
If I can not slur my words and not stumble, I'm actually not that bad.
To be fair, normally the narrator is not nearly as inebriated we are.
That's also
That's what
true.
you think. Stanley Parable narrator, just completely trash the whole time.
It could be, for all we know.
What think you, Maya?
What, a narrator voice? Like,
Yeah.
what makes the best narration?
Yeah.
I am absolutely 100%, 150, 200% biased because when I was growing up, when I was very young, my father would read to me Lord of the Rings and would also DM all of our D&D games.
Oh,
and
damn.
He is a big British fan. And so when he would read me Lord of the Rings, it was in a British accent, and he would do all the voices, like he would do Gollum, and it's funny because before the movie came out, he did Gollum exactly how Gollum was. So he read me The
Nice.
Hobbit, then Lord of the Rings, and like all the Tolkien stuff. And in his D&D games, he always, would be this booming British voice of God, essentially, right? Because he just called all the fucking shots. So for me, my ideal narrator is a deep male British voice.
Fair enough.
However, I think that a very underrated, it's rare that you appreciate a female voice, well, that I appreciate a female voice for narration, and I do not give enough credit to most female voices because you can get like, have you ever played Civ?
Civ?
Which said,
Like Civ 5 has some amazing female voice actors in it, in my opinion, and like there are some games like that. Even Diablo had some like fun female narration in it, and it's like there are some games that like have moments where you're like, yeah, that was okay, and yet I really need to. Yeah, I'm horribly biased towards like deep booming male voices.
fair enough.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I mean, what's his name? Who did Bastion? He was incredible. That narration made that game.
I downloaded the Dota 2 map or the announcer pack for Bastion. You can get him narrating to do all the
Really?
your tower's under attack, so and so's
Oh my
died,
God.
this guy's on a killing spree, yeah, all that stuff in his voice.
I want to say David Cumberland.
I don't know.
That's
We have moved
Similar.
so far past what we have been playing
who cares?
is
at
that
this
it
point?
is hilarious. And then, oh my, you have not been playing much recently, but that being said,
Welcome to my world.
what are your thoughts on the Stanley Parable?
I like I said, I think it's delightfully. I already went through basically everything I want to say about it, if only because I don't want to spoil it entirely. But I think that it is really fucking weird, and I wish I could make something like it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I would love to make games like that. I would love to make weird games that just do not give a shit about the that are mostly narrative, but also as quirky as fuck. And want to take you on a journey, but not the journey you think you're going on.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Literally,
So that's
literally
pretty cool.
the whole demo I played, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, keep moving, keep doing this. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And the only reason I kept doing it was Thompson was like, come on, man, you just gotta finish it. Okay. And it was good. You get a good chuckle in once in a while. It was funny. But the whole time I'm like,
What is going
what
on?
the fuck?
You know, there are a few types of people, and two of those types are you and me. Where you probably, I think, at some point, if someone had not been there, being like, play the game, you would have been like, fuck this shit, I'm putting this down. This is weird.
Yeah.
I am the type of person that as soon as it gets extra strange and I no longer know why I'm playing the game, I will play it until the end.
Until
If
you
I cannot
understand why
decide
you've wasted
why
the last
I
10
play the
hours.
Game, I love it even more. And that's a weird type of person. Like, I am strange. This is not, I don't think it should be the normal, type of like, gamer.
Why not?
But, the Stanley Parable made me want to play it more and more and more and more and more. And, like, I think it comes from maybe playing, like, every Phoenix Wright and, like, Professor Layton game, but I just wanted to, like, click on every single thing in the game. Yeah. It's how I also drove my buddy Colin crazy while playing Gone Home. Because I just picked up everything and threw it. I was just throwing shit in. So the narrator was trying. There's a great female narrator, by the way. A great female narrator in Gone Home. But this narrator's talking about her life and her, like, deep personal things, and I'm fucking throwing plates. So I'm just checking things. And fuck this Kleenex box, and fuck this lamp, and fuck this thing in particular. And I like love clicking on everything in a game. And Stanley Parable speaks that, though. Like, it lets me do that. And not only lets me do that, but totally makes fun of me for doing it in the process. And I think that's beautiful. So,
more than anything else, the Stanley Parable is a diatribe against the tropes and the constructs of the general medium of video games.
Oh, currently. Absolutely, without a question.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, applying a choice for the person, having a choice for you, and say, okay, this is how it goes. Oh, well, we're going in this direction. Well, no, why are you going in that direction? That's not the direction I told you. Well, you're going to have to do this thing. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. Wait, what? You can do that? What? Why did this happen? I'm not going into any details, obviously, for spoiler issues, but the fact of the matter being that you can make things go so far off the rails and confuse the narrator in such a beautiful way. It's just, that game is so good. Read my review. Shameless plug.
Please read my review.
No, seriously. I think I covered
By the way, good review. Sorry I didn't get back to you and tell you that.
No, thank you. No, it's okay. I got Linda to read it, and he made a couple comments, and then I got Alex to read it, and then he made a whole bunch of comments. And no,
that's
seriously,
because he's far more snide.
I seriously,
and a bitch.
But I seriously appreciate, like, you really do have a good eye for catching detail that someone like myself would not.
On that topic, actually, is conveniently a segue to what is your thoughts on the current console generation switchover?
Why would I bother? Why would I bother buying another system to put in my room when I have a PC that is not brand new, but already more powerful than the units that are out?
Oh, yeah.
Why would I do that?
Well, more powerful doesn't necessarily mean you get access to the games that you want to play, right? That's my
See, that is the biggest thing, is that you get all the console specific stuff.
Yeah, the exclusives. But
they'll never release on the PC.
But
like what?
Like Titanfall?
Well,
no, Titanfall is coming out for PC.
And like a lot, Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny. That's one.
There are a lot of games that are indie that are pairing with Sony right now.
Yeah. That
I really want to play.
Absolutely.
And I think that's going to be really big for me, but not enough for me to keep my pre-order. Like I canceled my pre-order.
Yeah.
I will buy a PS4, but it'll be in sort of 6 months' time when they release some ridiculous package that I'm like, I can't resist this. I'm going to buy one today, and just like hand them my money. Like I almost did with the review, which I haven't done yet.
Well, see, I've avoided that for the most part, is throwing money for just whatever, like Pokemon. I really want to play Pokemon, but I'm not willing to buy a $200 Pokemon machine.
Also true. But there will be other games, but I mean, and there are other games.
It's also a $200 every other awesome game machine, by the way. Coming from the girl who owns 3 3DSs.
Holy fuck.
Really? Holy crap.
See, I don't have the time.
And there's a third one in my bag.
That's awesome.
I don't have the time to devote to playing, PC, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, the new 3DS, like whatever. I don't have, like, usually I buy, like, my Game Boy. I still have my teal original Game Boy that I play Pokemon Blue on. Yeah, and I take it on long flights.
That's awesome.
That's when I play it. and that's really the only time I ever will play a handheld. Is that? Would you stop?
I also
that?
have
Oh, you still
4 DS lights on my desk right now.
4? Holy crap. That's amazing.
Oh my god, why is my computer making all these noises? Shh.
What did you do?
I muted myself while this happens.
We can still
that's
hear you.
Unfortunate.
I can't hear any of you, so
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well,
Well, I don't know why I would
I
fucking.
can't hear you.
well, exclusives.
Okay, there we
So,
go. I think it's done. Go ahead.
yay.
Alright.
Nope, not done.
That's the biggest pull. It's like if you want to play a Mario game, you got to buy a Nintendo. If you
And-
want to play the new Halo game, you got to buy an Xbox. If you want to play,
No. Well, yeah, but fuck the new Halo game.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
that's the thing. I mean, out of the exclusives that I want to play that exist, it's really Nintendo stuff.
Strangely, I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, there's
Nintendo is the best.
I mean, there's Pokemon. There's the new Super Mario 3D World that I'm really
Indeed.
excited for. I want to play that really, really, really badly, and I will ask you very, very kindly, to please borrow your Wii U when that comes out.
Well, I need to beat Wind Waker first.
Yes, of course. I'll be Wii.
you should probably beat Wii Maker first.
Wind
then.
Waker. Wind Waker.
Are you mocking my inability
I
to
am
pronounce
mocking.
syllables
I'm mocking the
at the
shit
moment?
out of you.
see, here's the only problem with that whole idea is that when he beats Wind Waker, you can get it. This man does not beat video games.
To be fair, no, I don't.
No, you don't. The amount of times. Oh, hey, how's Assassin's Creed going? Yeah, how's Assassin's? Oh, I'm about 80% done. And then like 4 months
No.
later, did you ever beat Assassin's Creed? No. Fuck, man.
Okay, actually, Assassin's Creed is one of the few games that I on launch purchased the original, pre-ordered the second, purchased the third, and have not beat any of them. I have maybe played like 4 hours of the first one and haven't even touched the rest of them.
God damn.
I just never.
I can't do
I've seen people play them. I've watched other people play them. I love them. I think they're fucking gorgeous. I think they're fun to watch. I have no idea if they're fun to play.
Yeah.
And I love the franchise, so I tend to buy the games, but I just never get a chance to play them, man.
You know, like with that game, that series, in fact, the first one was so, I want to say dry. It kind of dragged on, and you did the same things over and over and over.
Love that. I loved
Really?
sneaking around from town to town. Yeah, I didn't fucking ride a horse or get caught once in that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my favorite thing with that game was to go on top of a building, like piss off some guards, go on top of a building, and just throw them off over and over and over and over again.
It's the little things.
Yeah, a lot of people are into that stuff.
But you know, with the first one, it didn't really appeal to me. I couldn't grasp it. It couldn't get my attention. The second one, I flew through that game. I loved the second one. It had so much more character, and you could ride a horse at more than 2 miles an hour and not be caught for being some crazy criminal. It didn't. I don't know why that was the case in the first one. It didn't make sense, but they fixed it in the second one, and it was great.
Well, the first one's a big enough hit. You get a bigger budget.
You have a point. You have a point. We're also talking Ubisoft here, so
Yeah,
they have a
Ubisoft
ton
is-
of money.
Yeah.
Regardless, the point is that the second game is way, way better than the first one. Will
See,
ever be.
I've never gotten into Assassin's Creed. Like, I've had the same thing where Assassin's Creed 1 came out. You had it on the Xbox or whatever back when you were, like, living with your mom and dad. And I'd wander in and be like, hey, I'm here to pick you up. And then I'd watch you play it for 20 minutes. And it's been the same thing for every other Assassin's Creed. You're playing in the living room. Well, I might as well sit down for half an hour and see you, stab people in the face and dive into hay bales.
And it was
I've never
absolutely
physically
beautiful.
picked it up myself.
That game was absolutely beautiful. Like,
No, it was cool. It was
Yeah.
an awesome looking game.
It was extremely cool. Extremely cool. I'm slurring. But yeah, I never got a chance to play Brotherhood or Revelations.
Well, that's unfortunate because considering those two were probably the better of the
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed games.
Which is crazy because 2 was great. 2 was absolutely phenomenal.
When it boils down to it, if a game comes out, I will play it till I beat it. It drives me mental when it's like, it took me when Mass Effect 3 came out, It took me literally, I played it for 2 weeks straight, and I did everything I could. And I bugged you for like 2 weeks after that. Hey, have you beat it yet? No, I haven't gotten around to it. For God's sakes, beat the game! Hi! I got this, guys.
Aw.
I'm communicating!
That thing is so cool.
It's a cow hat.
It's not a
Oh, no, I see. No, I didn't see the arrow. It's an appa hat. I don't know what that signal was.
Oh, it's over. Or actually just fell onto the couch. Was like,
No, it wasn't a fall. It was more of a deliberate laydown.
Well, it was a deliberate thing, but possessing small person.
So I think this is probably a good time to...
Wait.
It's appa!
Stop, It's another one!
That is
So
a much larger... Do you have another level of appa?
Yeah, but I don't
Do
have...
you actually?
Yes, she does.
I have a little guy.
Oh, little guy. You need to get like a. Can you commission
looks
a
really
life-sized
He
appa?
looks as big as I am.
That is so cool. Okay, Orr is out.
Yeah.
Orr is done. And I don't blame him. He's pretty licked. He drank a lot of scotch. Look at this
Well, not
thing.
only did he drink a lot of scotch, he also didn't sleep much.
Uh-oh.
No, true.
That's not a good noise. Hold on.
So, welcome to the podcast.
So good. Hey, Sippy, will you look at the bathroom? Come on, bud.
So, this has been the Face to Face Gaming Podcast number 10. We're slightly drunk and...
Oh my god! This is the best podcast I've ever done. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This has been ridiculous, and hopefully I don't have to cut too much. Wow.
Well,
We're going to put Alex to bed.
okay.
Okay, bye.
See you, Maya.
Bye.